XPENG, one of the many EV stocks out there in an ever increasingly competitive market. They're from China. They do very well in their home territory, not so well outside of that space, and their stock price has been reflecting that. Now, without earnings out this week, there could be some volatility in the price action, so I'm going to have a look at the technical analysis, the charts, to see where they could be heading next. So into the weekly line chart then, and XPENG only really went public in the States August time of 2020, so there's not a lot of history there, and you can actually see the initial enthusiasm in the stock, and that was married into quite a lot of enthusiasm at the time also in the EV sector, and since then it has been a bumpy downhill ride. You can see the triangle pattern put on there as it broke down to new lows, bouncing around at the bottom there and just trying to pull itself off of another all-time recent low, down currently 65%, so not looking particularly strong or impressive there at the moment for XPENG. We've also got a short-term reversal in play on the full line break chart. Aggressive entry around $23, more conservative at $20. And the daily high Kanashi, well, it's not looking good there either really. The signals at the bottom, bearish, volatility about 100%, so it's quite a volatile stock. Volume pushing up. We've just seen that little last week up run. That's why we've created that reversal on the line break chart previous. We head up to the probability power box, where it is positive 76.7% chance of an up move from these levels, and it ties in nicely with the institutional power zone there just above the current price, but it's that trend line that's ruining things. The trend shaded area red still down. We've got to wait till that flips green before we'd want to go into that trade, so I'm afraid it's still being patient there if you're bullish. If you're bearish, then I'd wait for a move below that institutional zone for it to drift on further down towards the sort of 10 area. And the Req'd chart used a $1 block size, signals trend DMI at the bottom bearish, the short term bullish, and then onto the price. You see that double bottom playing out there at the moment. Still got a sell signal on the 2-line pink box breakout setup, and trend has been sort of drifting downwards this year, and if it continues drifting down, breaks that sort of double bottom area around $20, then $10 and $5 aren't out the question. But if it can stabilize here, earnings out this week, as you can see from that pinky purpley box there, things can turn around then. 33, 40, 41, sort of 50, 55 area back to those highs in the start of the year could be a possibility. So 3 options ideas for you courtesy of my First Trade Options Play account, the simulator tool they've got there. First up, if you are bullish the XPENG, then I've got a sort of a set and forget call trade here. October, expiry 25 call, reasonably expensive. Putting $1,000 here, it's going to cost you $435. And if we play around with the simulator, it could turn you a nice profit if things do move up, but there's a lot of factors to, like I say, get it there in the first place. Goes up to $50 where it's been in the past, 467% return, $2,000 profit. If you're still bearish, then we've got a July 25 strike put, and if we again play around with the simulator, starts to get down to say $9 area, nearly a 300% return, $1,200 profit, costing you $415 the trade. And finally, if you want to make an income but you're still bearish, then I've got this call spread for you here, bearish call spread, and it's the 25-30 calls. It's going to make you $106. So you've got to remember that's capped there. to the downside. But you know, if you want to make an income out of it, it's the June expiry, so 20 odd days left on that trade, so maybe not a bad trade there either. So that's the options. And what if you are outside America or can't get your hands on options to play with them? We got CFDs and spread bets. So let's see where we can trade XPENG. So we're in my Trade Nation spread betting CFD account here, and interestingly I searched in for XPENG and I found it. We got a rolling contract here, so that means it never expires for those not used to spread betting, and CFDs would be the overnight cost in the trade, but it's all there, and its minimum trade size 0.1, reasonable leverage margin 7.5%, and like I say, it's all here. You can put orders in and manage your trade nicely. Advantage here, if you're still bearish XPENG, then you can go short quite easily. So another idea for you there. Now, score wise, bearish for XPENG. We've got a bearish entry on the 4-line break chart, a couple of numbers there for you as well. Heikin Ashi very bearish. Our probability power score 76.7% chance of an up move, but we've got to wait for that T, the trend area there, to go green before even thinking about it. Renko slightly better, short-term signals more neutral, but generally bearish though overall. And in terms of targets, 1.63 and 2.88 to 1 to the upside, and 1.12 and 1.75 to 1 to the downside, but overall a bearish score. To me, XPENG feels like it's in sort of no man's land. It's part of the myriad of EV stocks out there at the moment. Don't know where it's going to go next in terms of actual core product. Probably doing okay in China. I'm not so sure what it can do globally. Time will tell, of course, but let me know what you think. Maybe I've got it totally wrong. Maybe you know something I don't. Certainly in the technicals, it's not looking that great either. Earnings out this week will also be interesting. So let me know what you think in those comments below. If you want to talk in more detail, then Traders Club on Discord, totally free. Come and have a chat. I'll put a link in the description below. Now, if you liked today's video, please give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe and bell buttons. And all that's left for me to say is thanks for watching. Good luck with the trading, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.